is sliding back. I am the owner of Deneen Marcel Beauty, and I'm usually on here talking to the BOFs, the beauties over 40, 50, or 60. But today I am here addressing the people in my community, the beauty industry or the service industry, and how AI is becoming an industry now. Important that we learn it, understand it, and see how it supports our business. So if you are new or if you are watching me live, please say hello in the chat. If you are watching me in the future, or as Stephanie says, Stephanie, I forgot this other lady I follow. This is so embarrassing. I forgot her name. Anyway, Stephanie says, hello, friends in the future. And I absolutely love that. So if you are in the future, please say hello and please put in the chat where you are from. But I'm so happy to be on here to talk about AI in the beauty industry and the service industry. I have my notes here because I'm a little nervous. It'll help me stay on track. This is my first live talking about AI for the beauty professional and the service industry. Um, I felt like I need to share this because, guys, if you are in the service industry or the beauty industry, we have missed out. Well, some of us have missed out. I've been using AI for probably about a year now, and that's why I feel like, maybe 2 months ago, no, maybe a little bit more than 2 months ago, I spoke about how I was able to help a client of mine who is not in the beauty industry, but in the service industry. I helped her use AI to secure a contract, not only secure the contract, but she also made $25,000 in her business in 1 month. I see my clients every 3 weeks. I saw that particular client and she was telling me about some issues she was having, and I shared with her, you need to try this and go in here and do that and blah blah blah. And she came back 3 weeks later. Not only did she secure the contract, she was up against some heavy hitters. She was able to increase her revenue for $25,000. So I'm thinking, okay, if this can help her who's not in our beauty industry but the service industry, I should definitely try to share this information with my colleagues that is in the beauty industry. Okay, so welcome, welcome, welcome. And I want you to know, guys, that this is not about hype. It will not be about automation everywhere. It will be about clarity. And if I reference my notes, is I'm going to give you an example of the way that it has benefited me. Right? Okay, so I'm taking a deep breath. Again, if you are here live, say hello. If not, say hello later in the chat, and please put in where you are from, right? Okay, so now AI does not replace skill. We are skilled practitioners in any service. If you are a massage therapist, if you are a nail tech, if you are a tailor, you have that human touch. Um, AI does not have our hands-on skill. It doesn't have our thinking, our how we may think about it. It doesn't have the clientele base. It's just helping us support our business. And when I talk about having the skill, we actually do the work. AI is only here to help us support our business and to help us with systems. I've been in the beauty business. My daughter is 36. I've been in the beauty business for more than 36 years, more than 20 years. And I say 20 years because that's sometimes my point of reference because I don't want to give my age away. Lynette McHugh, welcome. Thank you for joining. Hi, how are you doing? If you are in the beauty industry or in the service industry, this is about AI and how it can support your business. If you are not, feel free to stay. It's okay. And I'm going to go on with my presentation. And if you want to invite some friends, please do. So anyway, AI does not replace our skills. That's what I was saying. We are the practitioner. We actually do the skill. We actually are the human part of using AI, because some people are afraid that AI is taking over or it's going to ruin our career. Believe me when I tell you, I have been in business so long, and this I have to share with you because it has helped me tremendously in this last year. And honestly, I didn't even think about how it had helped me until I started helping my client. We always are exchanging information, especially if you have clients. And we're always exchanging information, and it's so valuable. So I don't know everything, and my clients don't, but I love, love, love the interaction that I do have with my clients, right? So also, AI does not make promises. It does not make promises. Again, it's just help us to, is there to guide us. And it does not remove the human responsibility. So we have to keep those things in mind. AI assists, humans decide. AI assists, humans decide. Because even when you start using the proper prompts, that's what we are eventually going to get to. When you start using the proper prompts, it only it only puts out the information that you asked for. So your answer is only as good as your prompts. And I have been using prompts. I've been practicing with them to see the information I get. And then you decide, once you get the answer, okay, this could work for me. This doesn't work for me. Let me change it up a little bit. It's really easy and it really can support your business. So if you're in the service industry, you might be like, okay, how can AI help? You just wait. It is so amazing. Believe me when I tell you. And if you don't have, I use a few. So what we're going to start with, if you don't have Chat GPT, I would definitely recommend that you start with Chat GPT. Some people like to use Perplexity. You can use both, because sometimes, well, as we get far along in our classes. Oh, guys, I forgot to even mention that. I'm on here today is Wednesday. However, my goal is to have a Monday class, because people in the service industry and the hair business, nails, they usually are off on Mondays. So Mondays will be our day to have our class, and our class is we're going to talk about AI. We're going to talk about AI and how it benefits us and how it could benefit your business. We're going to exchange information. So stay tuned for our Monday classes. I'm looking forward to that because it's so much to learn. So let's get started. So AI is good for communication drafting. And as you see, I have my notes here, but I have a example of how these things help me. And I have my notes so I can be in order. I can talk in order and then share my experience, how I used it in this manner that I'm talking about. So booking confirmations. It can help. And again, it's communication drafting. So you may want to send out booking confirmations to your clients. You may want to send out uh, reminders. In the lash business, I have sometimes, not too much anymore, but initially we used to send out reminders to clients who are coming up on 2 to 3 week appointments, or if they haven't been in 4 weeks. And I used to have it timed. But I used a whole different system that was very, very, very expensive. And that's the good thing about AI. It's not nearly as expensive as it had not as it it's not nearly as expensive to use the confirmation prompts and the whole system to communicate with your clients. So I used the booking system before, and it was costing me $500 a month just to send out reminders, to send out confirmations. It was the booking system, but everything was kind of piecemealed into it, or a la carte. I would say, like a la carte. So using AI has not only helped me communicate better with my clients, but it's not nearly as costly. Welcome, Cyrus. Welcome, Cyrus Hills. Hi, hi, hi. How's everybody? If you are in the beauty industry or the service industry, then this is for you. I am talking about AI for the beauty professional and anyone who's in the service industry. And right now we're talking about communication drafting, how I have used AI and how I encourage everyone to use AI. And it's not anything to be afraid of. It's only there to help support your business. It's not going to ever remove the human touch. Okay, so now we said you can use AI for booking confirmations. You can use it for aftercare messaging. So for instance, for me, my clients get lashes. They need to know what to do afterwards. So AI drafts the message. You can say, I need a aftercare message for my client lashes, please draft. And then you look at it, it'll give you the information, and you can decide, okay, I like this or I don't like that. And then you put it into the system and it'll automatically send it out, right? So there's that. Prior to that, I was sending out aftercare messages because I stopped using the really expensive system I had, and I stopped sending them out. Or sometimes my clients wouldn't even get their aftercare message because I was doing all the things. I was the receptionist. I was the service provider. I was answering all the questions, doing the texting, all the things. So this helps you streamline. And, since COVID, there are a lot of solopreneurs, and I kind of sort of became a solopreneur from a staff of 5 or 6 to just now, and I have 2. But prior to that, I had many, I had staff of 5 or 6, and I had a manager. And my manager did all the things, right? But then after COVID, we couldn't work together, if you recall. It only was a certain amount of people that could be in, and it was very strict because of the virus. So anyway, with me saying that, I then had to do a lot of the work, and it was a lot. And I eventually was able to get a VA, and me and my VA, I still have her now. We still work together, but don't forget, there's that human touch. The human touch is always going to be there. You're always going to need someone there to use the AI and to guide the AI, right? Okay, so again, I feel like I'm getting off track. You could do aftercare messages. You can do policy reminders. If you have policies, like I have a policy, if you first we take your credit card to secure the appointment, and if you don't come, you need to be reminded that because we have your credit card and you don't give us 24 to 48 hours, most of the time it's 24 hours notice, you will be charged for the full amount of the service on that credit card. So they need to know that, because sometimes some establishments only charge $20 or $25 or 25%. I charge the full amount because no one wants to come to work and then be told that they're not getting paid because a client didn't show up. So if you have that kind of policy, then the person needs to know when they sign up that this is the policy. So AI can help you with your policy reminders. Now, once you get all those things in order, you then have to approve it. You got to look at, okay, do I like the information I've gotten? Am I going to, is this good enough for me to send out? Is it a little too, because when you talking to AI, you want to give it a tone. So sometimes you could be like, I want it to be strict. I want it to be forceful. I want it to be soft. I want it to be gentle. It's up to you and how you want to communicate to AI, to your AI. Now, again, there's that human touch. Don't ever forget that you still need the human touch. So, okay, I have a question. Has anyone here ever stared at their phone and too tired to word something professionally? Now, let's see. I think I said this message is held. Let's see. I think I have some messages. She's grandma is the so somebody said, who grandmom is this? Well, first, I'm not a grandmom, but I could be. And okay, welcome me. I don't know how to say the name, Mina Brazi. Okay. So, yeah, all right. I'm just here sharing information. I'm a grandma. I wish I was a grandma in the service industry. I'm in the beauty business, and I'm here to talk about how AI supports my business. So if you're in the service industry, please feel free to put your service industry in the chat. Right? Okay. So again, the question is, has anyone ever stared at their phone too tired to word something professionally? That was the question. And I have been there. And I shared with you earlier that sometimes I will have the words and I'm too tired to send out the words of aftercare instructions or confirmations. So this is a way that AI can be used to help you support your business. And you want to, when you are in the beauty industry or I'll say the service industry, you want to give off the best impression that you possibly can. And the you want to be professional, you want to be efficient, you want your client to know that you care about them. So these are all the things to help support your business and the client relationship, right? Um, yeah, so these are things that will help you support that relationship. So let's see. Now that we got into that part, oh, AI supports the back end of our business. It does not replace the front end. So when it talks about the back end of our business, what is the back end of our business? It could be our supplies. It could be you need a list of supplies. You might need it on a spreadsheet. You might need time management. You might ask AI, "Hey, look at my schedule for me," and because as we go along, you'll learn how to incorporate AI into almost everything that you do. Okay, so you can ask AI at some point in time, "Hey, look at my schedule and tell me my most productive days. Tell me how much revenue have I um, generated in the past 3 weeks," because AI has that information. Sometimes you might say, "Hey, I need a budget. My my here is my what I want to say, my supplies." I'm getting brain dead. Here is my supplies, and here is my revenue, and here is how many clients I have. And AI can actually break that down. Again, the human touch. You have to feed the information in order to get it, and to get good information. And not only that, you want to look at it and say, okay, maybe I made a mistake here. Let me look at that. Let me do this. You can go in and make changes. You can definitely go in and make changes. So, yeah, so, and those changes, that back end support, and we just touched on the back end support. We didn't really go how, I didn't go deep, which I will be going deep. But the back end support is really the support for the front end and how you manage your business and how you stay in business. And you can be a solopreneur, or you can be a small salon with the you could be a salon with a small staff, or you could be a solopreneur who wants to scale. You could be a solopreneur who wants to grow. You don't have to stay a solopreneur. It's how you want to do it. And AI again can assist in that journey. And I am speaking from experience. And again, I've been in business for my youngest is 36 and my oldest is 40. So I've been in business for a long time. And I'm here to tell you this is life changing. It's life changing, and you know what, it's so affordable. It really is affordable. It's something like people like, oh, AI is taking over jobs, which I'm sure it is, but please do not forget, especially if you're in the service industry, it needs a human touch to it. Okay, I keep saying it, but I just want to say, I say it because it's so important. Just five, let me see, just me. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. Say good luck. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's see who. Oh, Cyrus Hill. You said hello. Did I say hi back? I'm sorry, guys. Where you from? Where are you from? I'm based out of Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania, but I live in Philadelphia. My business Bryn Mawr is on the outside of Pennsylvania. I mean outside of Philly. I feel like I got. So every time I come on here, I feel like lipstick is on my teeth. I don't know. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's go back to where we're organizing and planning. I think I'm a little bit ahead of myself. So AI is good for organizing and planning. It helps you with content outlines, weekly mapping, and brain clarity. Okay, so let's go back. Content outlines. If you are in the service industry, the beauty industry, when it comes time to work on your social media, which everybody needs, everybody have if they want to grow their business. I said some people feel like they don't need it. I think that's old people thinking, right? So if you want to grow, if you want to grow, if you want to stay the same, then no, you probably don't need it. But organization and planning, content outlines. Again, remember I just asked the question. You can't, sometimes you're so tired after work, you can't even get your thoughts together to send a text message or a confirmation or email, nothing. You just tired. When you work with people and work on people, it's very exhausting. You enjoy it immensely, but you're tired at the end of the day. So when somebody say you have to come up with a outline for content, you're like, wait, what? That's just not happening. I have I I have had so many social media social media partners to help me with social media, and we would get stuck. And what happens? You stand there and you sitting there, you hire these people, you're spending money by the hour. One time I spent I can't even begin to tell you how much I spent on that one day. That one day was, it was crazy. Anyway, but it was a social media day. I had the photographer. Okay, so don't forget, you got a photographer. Not only do you have a photographer, you have a makeup artist. Not only do you have a makeup artist, you have your content person, the person who's supposed to help you map out how the day is going to go. We're going to talk about this, we're going to talk about that. All the things, all the things. That day was the one of the most expensive days that I had in my business. However, can I tell you, I did not use any of the pictures. First, it was the hottest day of the year, the hottest day. And I was like, so then now we like sweat, and it literally was the hottest day that summer. I'm not joking. We sweating and the makeup and the hair, and it got to be too much. I looked at those images and I was like, I'm not even using any of them. I'm not using any of them. And I didn't. So I say all that to say it could have been prepared much better. We could have been more clearer on the outline. We could have been, we could have, if AI was available to us at the time, I could have instantly put in AI, okay, this is what's happening here. What do I need to do to make this day work? It was a crazy day. Now, the content outline, you could go on and you can just ask for what's the three things I can write about. What's three things that are popular? There was even a website called Ask the People or something like that, and you would go on Ask the People and you would put in what is everybody asking? What questions is everyone asking according based on your industry? So of course I had lash extensions, so I signed up, asked the people what's the five questions, the most asked questions that people are inquiring about. And I think it was through like Google search. That that was a waste of money because it gave me, some of the questions were questions that it tells you like how many, at that, I don't know if that website's still around, it tells you how many people are asking. And sometimes one of the questions had two people. I was like, I don't know. I don't even know that to be true. But after I saw that, I canceled that subscription. So anyway, I say all that to say AI can help you with that. AI can help you with your content outlines, your weekly mapping. I said brain clearing, brain clarity, because it's going to say, okay, you put in your information and it's going to say, okay, you could do A, B, C, D, E, however you set it up, A, B, C, D, or E. And then you'll say, okay, I'm going to pick D or E. And sometimes AI is going to ask you questions like, okay, you want to do this, so let me ask you, it might ask you more clarifying questions to get to a good answer for you. So this is a way that we can use AI. AI supports the back end of your business. I said that before. It does not replace the front end of your business. Consistency support. Okay, you have your content, right? You done went to AI and got all your content. Now understand, now you want to maybe repurpose it. You could go ask AI, how do I do this? Can you give me some rephrasing posts, repurposing content, maintaining visibility without what? Without burnout. Without burnout. So you want to use AI. For me, what I found is now, as opposed to being behind the chair or behind the table doing lashes and brows every day. Well, I don't work every day anymore, but what I have done is dedicated one day. And it seems impossible because when you're making money in hand, it's hard to turn down clients. It really is. And I'm speaking from experience, especially if you have like a bill due, or you might have a house emergency and you have a client, you'll say, okay, this is Tuesday is my content day. But you'll get a client that's going to spend a couple $100 and you'll be like, okay, I'm going to go in and make this money. So you have to dedicate at least one day a week to, getting the information, using your AI, creating the content. And it sounds like a lot, but believe me, if I can do it, you can do it. Believe me when I tell you. And when you're doing this, this is the consistency support. Um, Again, we could we've got our content, but now, we don't even have to continue to make the content. We can just repurpose it, rephrase it, and make it applicable to what's happening at the moment, right? So there's that. I really feel like, AI is here to stay and it's the way to go to support your business. It's never ever going to replace your service or you as a person. So, let's see, where am I? Consistency does not require constant creativity. That's important. That's just what I was sharing with you. Like, we have the information. We have, when I say information, we have the post that we create. We have the content that we've created. We have our pictures. We have our videos. We have all of that. Now, as we go along in this on our Monday classes, there are other AI components that can help you with your videos. It can break it up for you. You could take a 10-minute video and it'll make 100 posts for you. You don't have to do it. It'll even add the captions. Before, oh my God, you made the video. You had to hire somebody to do the captions. Then I want to say Instagram, maybe Instagram and TikTok started incorporating captions for you. So that meant you didn't have to hire somebody to do that. So you can now again take your video, your long form, which I call long form, like 10 minutes, put it into Opus clips, and it's going to give you 99 pieces of shorts that you can use. And you use your shorts to get your clients, you use your shorts to get eyes on you. I'm not sure how, I don't know all the nuances of YouTube, but I'm going to learn them and I'll share the information with you. But from what I've heard, a lot of people use shorts to get their name out there. You don't make much money off of it, but you can use it to get more eyeballs on your work, on your channel, on your business, right? Um, Something else I wanted to say about well, I'm gonna just keep going. So okay, so now we're gonna do a workflow. I didn't even use that word workflow. So it's all of the things that has been talked about with AI. It can help you support your workflow. It can help you with your workflow. It's basically going to say, okay, you've done this, now do that, now do this, now do that. For instance, your client finishes their lash appointment, their hair appointment, their cleaning. If you have a cleaning service, you have finished cleaning their home. Even with that, you might want to send some tips like, okay, I'm done for the day. Next time, let's do A, B, C, or D. And it's just so many ways to use it in so many service industries, right? So you finish the appointment. I'm getting off track. You finish the appointment and you're going to say now that's the trigger. You finish your appointment. The support is you ask AI to draft the aftercare. So you go to AI, ask it to draft the aftercare for lashes because I'm lashes and brows. I'll say AI. Let's talk about brow lamination because that's not something everybody get, but we can talk about that. That's the service I offer. So I'll say, draft the aftercare. I'll use Chat GPT maybe, and I'll say draft aftercare for my client who just received um, brow lamination or eyelash extensions. That's all you had to say. Then it's going to give you a response. You then can edit it. You can, I have my dog right here, sorry. You can edit it. You can accept it for what it is and just move on. You want to keep it simple and that's it. You just want to keep it simple. And guess what? People don't like to do a lot. We don't have no kind of attention span nowadays. And that's also why this makes it so much easier. Our attention span really is bad. But you want to keep it simple, draft the aftercare instructions, and then you can just be like, okay, get it ready and send it out, right? So let's see. Yeah. So that is how these are some of the ways that I use AI. Now, do anybody have any questions or anything they want to share? This could be our Q&A part of it because I'm about to wrap it up for today. And if you don't have any questions, I have some on my notes that I can ask and answer because you might not think of it now, but once I talk about it, you'll be like, oh, yeah, that's a good question. Is AI safe for my business? Is AI safe for my business? Safe when used for drafting and planning. It's not safe when used for promises and decision making. So if you want to use it for drafting and planning, you can definitely do that. You could get ideas, you can get schedules, but you don't want it to be your final decision maker because you don't want to lose that human touch, and you don't want to make promises that it can't keep. And another thing that you don't want to use it for is medical decisions. That's one thing. Like, you don't want it trying to analyze some skincare problem or some kind of uh, um, medical problem. Like, I would not trust it for that. Maybe, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't trust it for that. And you're not encouraged to use it in that manner as of now. The next question is, do I need multiple AI tools? The answer is no. I'm telling you, just start with ChatGPT. Start with one, learn the restraint first. Start with one. And if you do decide to go with ChatGPT, I would say get the paid version of ChatGPT, which I think is $23 a month. And you can add on other, well, if you have an assistant, you can add on other people without the cost increasing. Okay. Question number 3, will AI make me sound robotic? And the answer is no. Only if you copy and paste without editing. And I can attest to that because, again, I use AI a lot. And I'm telling you, I'm sharing with you that I always go back and tweak it to me, tweak it to my voice and my brand voice. Don't forget your brand voice. You want to have that in there. So you definitely want to do that. So, let's see. So these are okay. This is okay. Yep, that's it. And I'm inviting you to, let's see what I've got going on here. Oh, the last thing I want to say is that, not the last thing, next to the last thing, I want to share with you that AI should feel supportive and not stressful. Again, I can attest to that because I was always stressed out, always. And I'm a woman of a certain age, but I'm not nobody's grandma yet, according to one of the comments. Um, I had I had my mom who actually has Alzheimer's, and I was running my business, caring for her, trying to get her paperwork together, trying to get care for her. And if you are a person of a certain age, you may have other outside challenges. And I was always like tired and fatigued and just couldn't get wrap my brain around getting work done. And I'm telling you, AI has really helped me in that. So, and I feel like it's important to share that information with women of a certain age. Like, I am speaking to everybody, but this is especially for service providers and beauty professionals who are over the age of 40, because we all are kind of in the same boat, right? So, yeah, so just so you know that, I'll be teaching this on Mondays. I also am coming up with, of course, a course, done for you, done by you, which I'll be sharing more about on this platform. It's no pressure, no urgency, none of that. It's just sharing information. And when you feel the need to maybe get more support on um, how to manage your AI part of your business, then I am here for that. But I'm definitely, wanting to share this because it has helped me so much in my business. And I know if I can manage it, if I know if I can manage it, you can. And again, you still need the human touch. I do have an assistant that I work with, and we collaborate. We put together ideas, we run it through Chat GPT, we come up with something that we both like, and then we execute it. So again, it does not lose the human touch. All right, so guys, stay tuned. I'll be back on Monday. I didn't say a time, right? Because Mondays is usually our day off. If you are in the beauty industry, Monday is usually our day off. So I will see you Monday at let's see, a good time. We want to sleep late, so let's say, I think 11:15 is a good time to reconvene. So make sure you tell your friends and your family. If you are a service industry person, please, please, please join us on Monday. Monday's going to be the day, guys. And yeah, so now I'm going to go on over to Instagram. Please follow me, Deneen Marcel Beauty. You'll see my logo. It's brown. I have a couple pages, but Deneen Marcel Beauty is the one that I would want you to be a part of. And I'm looking forward to growing this community. This is my first video. I'm looking forward to growing the community and sharing and exchanging, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited. So thank you guys. Don't forget to click like or follow. I don't know. Follow, subscribe, right? Don't forget to hit subscribe, and I will see you next video. And thank you for your time. Thank you for the compliments. And yes, bye for now.